Hello YouTube, I just want to do a quick video to show what a police officer carries on duty, the reason why the gear is on here, and the reason why the gear is placed the way it is on the belt. There's a whole method to the madness here, but this is my whole duty belt. It's pretty much full. I can't really fit much anything else on there. Maybe my cell phone clip, and that's about it. But starting left to right, I have my primary handcuffs. They're towards the left, but they're still in the center, kind of the center left. For that reason, I want to be able to access them both from both hands, but primarily my left hand. So it's canted to the left, but I can still get to them with my right hand if I need to. So those are my primary handcuffs. They're just called Peerless, just regular plain Jane handcuffs. I do have another pair of the same ones. They're in the back, but we'll get to that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just getting over a cold, so I'm kind of sniffling here. I apologize for that. I'm trying my best to not do that, but I am just getting over having a cold, so my nose is a little runny. Moving on, I have my taser holster. I carry an X26 taser. It's at the department, so I don't have the taser with me, but this holster is just a basic retention holster to hold the taser. It's a right-handed holster, but I have it on the left, so I can cross draw. That way, it's on the opposite side of my firearm. So if I ever have to deploy my taser, I'm not going to accidentally grab this for whatever reason, because they are, in a way, somewhat similar the way the grip is. So that way there's no confusion. It's on completely the opposite side. So that's why it's over here. Radio holster, pretty basic, just on a swivel. Hold your radio, not much to that. Key holder, self-explanatory, hold your keys. I have my Polytac Streamlight flashlight. It's waterproof, freeze-proof, crush-proof. It's pretty much indestructible. Has a chip LED in it. You can see that little chip right in the center there. It's really bright. It's 220 lumens. It doesn't use rechargeable batteries, but it pretty much, the batteries take forever to go bad in this. I mean, I've had this light for about 1.5 years, and I still have the original batteries in it. Never even had to change batteries yet, and I've used it quite a bit. My secondary pair of cuffs, same exact cuffs I have in the front, just a second pair in case you have a larger suspect or a multiple suspects that you're detaining or arresting. Glove pouch for PPE, personal protective equipment. It's just basic, you got someone's bleeding or you got someone's nasty you don't want to make skin contact with. These are great for that. Just use the gloves and throw them away. 26-inch ASP expandable baton. It's considered less than lethal, but it could actually be lethal depending on where you strike the individual. You're only supposed to strike non-lethal areas, but if you're in a situation where someone has a knife and you can't get to your firearm, or you already have the ASP out, it could be considered lethal, just depending on. So you have to be really careful with that. Blackhawk level 3 Serpa holster. It has 2 levels of retention, well, 3 levels of retention, but to get the firearm out, there's a release you have in here that pops that hood up on the top, and then you got to press this button right here to actually get the firearm out. So without those, it's not coming out. There's no way. So if you're in a fight with someone tries to grab your gun, they're not getting that weapon. I've had people try to grab it, and there's just no way that they're getting it out of there unless they really, really, really know how to work it. Plus, they have to be really quick to get it out. So it actually was about $120, but I think it was well worth it. It's a really good, durable holster. I have it canted forward quite a bit for tactical reasons. I wear it obviously on the right side, but slightly to the front, so my right hand can get to it really quick. So you can see it's not far from the side of from the end of my belt. Still on the side, but it's not so far on the side that I have to reach all the way to the side. It's like I said, it's like sort of on the front part of my hip, if you will. Not very far forward, but a little more forward than some guys wear it. I have it like that on purpose. It just works good for me. If you're just getting into law enforcement and just getting your duty belt set up, you'll learn what works best for you, and you'll develop a system that works good for you. Of course, I have my pepper spray holster in front of that. I carry Fox 5.3. It's 5.3 million Scoville units. It sucks to get hit by that, so it's very, very, very effective. I don't think it's as effective as the taser. I think the taser is probably the best weapon I could carry on here. But the pepper spray definitely does work, and it's very, very, very strong. And then last thing I have on here is my holster for my magazines. It's the same brand as it's Blackhawk, same brand, same material as this, as my firearm holster. carry Glock 17, so these are my magazines I carry in there with hollow points, and I have the magazines set up in a fashion. You see they're both face the same direction. I haven't faced that direction for a reason, so when I go to draw them out, they're the way your hand fits down to draw them, it's already ready to put right in the weapon. You don't have to turn them around or flip them around or anything. You just basically grab and go, and shove it in your weapon. So that's pretty much it. It's like I said, I have a lot of gear on here, and I like carrying nylon. You'll see some police officers carry leather, basket weave gear, stuff like that. But it's a little heavier. I like the nylon because it's cheaper, but it's also very lightweight. It's this whole duty belt weighs about 25 pounds, 20 to 25 pounds, which isn't too terrible. It's a lot when you're running after someone, but I've seen some duty belts, weigh like 30, 32 pounds, and that extra, 5 to 7 pounds can make a huge difference when you're carrying it all day for, how many years you're on the job, or especially if you're running after someone. So once again, this is my duty belt. The only other thing that I'd probably put on here is if I can fit it. Sometimes I'll put my cell phone clip right here, but usually, with this pepper spray pouch being here, it's really hard to get my cell phone in and out, so I usually just carry that on my pants pocket or something. So I used to carry my cell phone on here until I got my taser holster, and then I didn't really have much more room for it. So other than that, like I said, this video is to show what a police officer carries, why he carries it, he or she carries it in the fashion that's on there, and if you are just getting into law enforcement, this would be a decent setup to use when you carry your weapons and all your tools on your belt. So, like I said, also, if you ever, if you get into this situation where you're gonna have you're gonna carry a duty belt, you'll find a system that works good for you. And if it works for you, by all means, go with whatever works best for you because you're the one using it. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching.